Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Diamond Select Godzilla 1991 statue. Now, this version of Godzilla comes from the 1991 film Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, which is a great movie. It gets a little complicated with the time travel, and there's some controversial things involving the past, but overall, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah is a great movie, and I highly suggest that you check it out. So, yeah. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get into this. Actually, real quick, I just want to say, normally I take a look at the packaging, but the packaging is kind of big, and I doubt it would fit in the frame here. In fact, I kind of struggled to get Godzilla here in the frame because this is a pretty good sized statue, but yeah. If you do want to know what the packaging looks like, well, just look it up, I guess. So, yeah. Plus, it's downstairs, and I'm already recording, so yeah. Anyway, now let's get into this. So, of course, we'll start with the paint. And the painting on the statue is very nice. Starting off at the base here, we can see that the dock here is painted a metallic silver, which looks good. The battleship here is painted a very dark shade of gray, but it is metallic, so it does look good. And we do have some bits of red above it. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there's a little bit of red right there. And of course, most of the statue is this transparent blue, with little bits of white on the edges, which looks great. And yeah, now for Godzilla himself. The painting on Godzilla is very nice. Of course, he is the traditional charcoal gray, with little bits of dry brushing, which really makes the detailing pop, so I do like that. I will say this, the fingernails here are painted a little sloppy because they do sort of bleed into the actual fingers themselves, but overall, it's not terrible. The dorsal plates back here are painted gray. It would have been a little nicer if they were white, but honestly, it's whatever. But we do have some withering, which does also look very nice. Make the detailing here look, pop. Going to the head here, we can see that the inside of the mouth here is painted a pinkish reddish color, which does look nice. And the teeth here are painted a brownish color, which does look really good. And the eyes are painted white with yellow pupils and a little bit of black and red, which isn't really accurate. That's more accurate to Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla and Godzilla vs. Mecha Godzilla. Not so much for Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, because Godzilla in that movie had brown eyes with black pupils, very similar to how he looked in Godzilla vs. Biollante. So the eyes here are a little inaccurate, but they're painted pretty cleanly. They're not cross-eyed or anything like that. So yeah, the painting on the eyes inaccurate, but overall they look good. And that's pretty much it for the painting on this figure. And the painting on this figure is actually very good. There's some inaccuracies with the eyes, and yeah, the fingernails could look a little cleaner, but overall, the painting on this figure is pretty good, so the painting here gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the articulation. This is a statue, so there is none, so we're just going to get right into the sculpt. And the sculpting on this figure is very nice. I absolutely love how this looks. Not really based on any scenes that happen in the movie. This is just an original piece, but honestly, that's not a bad thing at all, because this looks great. This looks really cool. Just him splashing out of the water and the little dock here. Everything here just looks great. Godzilla looks threatening and just, yeah. I will say this though, the dorsal plates are a little small. They're pretty small. It'd be nicer if they were bigger, but other than that, the sculpting here still looks very nice. So the sculpting here definitely gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the detailing, and the detailing on this figure is also very good. I might not be able to get the most zoom-ins or up-close shots because this is very big and I don't want to bump the tripod or anything like that, so I do apologize for that, but I'm going to try my hardest. So anyway, the detailing for the dock here is detailed very nicely. All the panels and everything are detailed, nicely defined. And the battleship here also has a lot of great detailing on it as well. The water is detailed very nicely. All of the ripples and everything just looks great. Now for Godzilla, all of the scaling, throughout looks great, on the chest and on the side of the body here. All the detailing here just looks very nice, very beautifully defined. And yeah, the dorsal plates are detailed pretty alright. Not great, but again, they're alright. But yeah, going to the head here. Again, I don't really want to bump the tripod, so again, I'm sorry if this isn't the closest, but yeah. But anyway, the detailing on the side of the neck here is detailed very nicely, and all the scaling on the front of the neck also looks really good. And going to the head here, we can see all the scaling and everything is detailed very nicely. Again, I don't know if you can see that too well, but this is the best I can do, so again, I do apologize, but yeah. Yeah, but overall, the detailing on the mouth is also detailed very nicely, and if we just rotate it, we can see some very nice detailing for the tongue and everything. I don't know if you can see for like the roof of the mouth there, but the detailing in there is also very nice. And the detailing for the top of the head is also very nice. All the scaling and everything looks great. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the detailing here. And the detailing on the statue is fantastic. So the detailing here definitely gets a pass. So, at the end of the day, should you get this? I'd say yes. This is a very nice statue, though it's not cheap. This costs about $70, which there are some things where it could be a little, like it could have improved a little more, but overall, this is a great statue, and if you can, I highly suggest that you get it. You can find this in like comic book shops or whatever, so yeah. Anyway, if you want to know how big it is, here it is with the Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong Godzilla. Here it is with the NECA Godzilla 1989. Here's some hand sanitizer, and Dr. Billy Grant. Alright, now that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zack out.